A call center worker was rude and racist to my coworker, so I bullied her until she quit. So I work at this insurance office where we have to call other companies all day long to verify claims and get information. Most of the people we deal with are pretty normal, but there was this one lady at our main partner company who was absolutely terrible. Let's call her Karen because that's basically what she was. My coworker Lisa is this sweet little Asian lady who's been working here longer than anyone. She's super smart, knows the system inside and out, and is honestly the nicest person you'll ever meet. She brings homemade cookies for everyone's birthday and always helps new people learn the ropes. But Lisa has an accent because English isn't her first language. She came here from Taiwan like 20 years ago and sometimes mixes up her grammar or pronounces things differently. Karen seemed to have a real problem with this. At first I didn't think much of it. Karen was rude to everyone. She had this thick southern drawl that was honestly harder to understand than Lisa's accent, and she always made our calls take forever by asking for information she already had access to. But then one day Lisa had Karen on speakerphone while she was trying to process this claim, and I heard everything. Karen kept making Lisa repeat the same information over and over again, even though Lisa was speaking perfectly clearly. Then Karen goes, "Honey, I need you to slow down and speak proper English. I can't understand what you people are trying to say." You people. I felt my blood pressure spike immediately. Lisa just kept being professional, repeating everything super slowly, while Karen sighed dramatically like she was being tortured. Every time Lisa would ask a question, Karen would respond with this condescending tone like she was talking to a child. The worst part was when Lisa politely asked Karen to repeat a reference number because the connection was fuzzy. Karen goes, "Maybe if you learned to speak American, you'd understand me better." Lisa's face went bright red, but she just kept working. That's when I decided Karen needed to go. I started taking every single call that had to go through her department. Every time someone needed to contact her company, I'd volunteer to make the call, and then I made Karen's life absolutely miserable. I would call her with the most complicated cases I could find. I'd put her on hold for 5 minutes at a time while I looked for paperwork. I'd ask her to repeat everything 3 times because I was having trouble with my headset. My favorite move was giving her way more information than she needed, but really, really slowly. Like she'd ask for a claim number and I'd go, "Sure thing, Karen, that claim number is, let me find it here." "Okay, so the claim number is, hold on, let me make sure I'm reading this right. The claim number is 4732. Wait, was that a 2 or a 5? Let me double check. Okay, it's definitely a 2. 5 minutes later, we'd still be on the first number. Karen went from being snarky and rude to sounding genuinely panicked. I could hear the desperation in her voice when she'd try to speed things up. She probably had call time quotas to meet, and I was absolutely destroying her numbers. I also started filing complaints about her every single week. Her attitude, her inefficiency, her unprofessional behavior. I documented everything. Then I started talking to people on other shifts. Turns out Karen had been terrible to pretty much everyone, but she was especially awful to anyone who sounded foreign or had an accent. So I convinced my night shift coworkers to start giving Karen the same treatment. Suddenly, everyone was having technical difficulties and connection issues whenever they had to deal with her. We turned Karen's 8-hour workday into absolute torture. Every call was a nightmare that lasted forever. Her supervisors were getting complaint after complaint about her performance. This went on for about 3 months. Last week, I called her department and asked to speak with Karen specifically. The supervisor told me Karen no longer worked there. When I asked if she transferred to another department, he just said no, she's no longer with the company. I have no idea if Karen quit or got fired, but either way, mission accomplished. Lisa still brings cookies for everyone's birthday, and now she never has to deal with racist nonsense when she's just trying to do her job. Sometimes the system doesn't protect good people, so you have to do it yourself.